Cliff, you've got something cool in store for us today, I think. Won't you talk about lasers and feelings?
Yeah, lately I've been intrigued by the idea of single-page RPGs. There have been a number of them that have been posted largely within the indie scene, and it just got me thinking, are these full role-playing games? What are they like? Are they fun? And after looking around for a bit, I thought Lasers and Feelings would be a great place to get started with them. So with that, Laces and Feelings is a one-page RPG, and it's a true one-page RPG. They don't even do the both sides of the page printing thing. It's just one side of one page of an RPG, and it's called Laces and Feelings: the Double Clicks Tribute RPG, and it's by John Harper, which is a rather familiar-sounding name. Um, those of you who are unfamiliar, he created Blades in the Dark, and I'm sure has done lots of other cool things. But who are the Double Clicks? Well, they're a nerdy folk pop music group, and one of their albums is titled Lasers and Feelings.
Oh, okay.
Check out their stuff at www.thedoubleclicks.com. So, on focusing on the game, though, from the website, I'm going to read this. It says, "You are the crew of the interstellar scout ship Raptor. Your mission is to explore uncharted regions of space, deal with aliens both friendly and deadly, and defend the consortium worlds against space dangers. Captain Darcy has been overcome by the strange psychic entity known as something else, leaving you to fend for yourselves while he recovers in a medical pod. What happens next? Play to find out." So I think this makes a great example of a one-page RPG for quite a few reasons. One of which, if you actually look at the image of the PDF, and you can get it as a free download off of their website, just Google Lasers and Feelings, you'll find it. Or it's I'll give the link. It's www.17design.com. That's all letters, not spelled out, or it is spelled out, no numbers, numerals, I should say. So www.17design.com/laser feelings. And if you happen to be looking at the PDF with me, it just has a really nice, clean layout and design. It's not crammed with too much text so that you can't really get to and read what's going on. They didn't just try to put as much in here as they possibly could. They even left space for like a really large, cool logo for the Lasers and Feelings Dam, and a drawing of a spaceship and some little blue hearts around, a nice big table on the side. It's got a nice look to it. It doesn't look like you're looking at a giant wall of text. And I think that's something that's fairly important with a one-page RPG, so that you're not just overwhelmed with a bunch of stuff on the page. It looks cool, and the overall aesthetic kind of helps to serve to communicate to you what the game's about, which is pretty important because you've got to communicate a lot with that one page. Something else that I think makes this work really well as a single-page RPG is it has a very specific, narrow, defined purpose. It's campy sci-fi starship adventures and misadventures, but it's not like trying to give you a whole tool set to stimulate an entire world and the full breadth and depth of human and other experience. It's just doing one job. And I think that's something where it succeeds as a one-page RPG. The rules themselves are very simple and efficient. You have every character has one stat. You choose a number from 2 to 5. When you do something, you roll a d6. And if you're trying a lasers action, which has to do with not just shooting lasers, but things like science and reason and calm, logic, thought, you need to roll under your stat. If you're trying a feelings action, which is all the other stuff, passion, action, bravado, etc., you need to roll over. Sometimes you get to roll more than one die, and the more dice that succeed, the better for you. And the other fun rule is if you happen to roll exactly what your stat is, you have laser feelings. It counts as a success, and you get to ask the GM a question that they have to answer honestly. All on this one page, there's character creation rules, ship creation rules, tables for generating adventure, and a paragraph for how to game master the game with some great general GM advice for running any game. I'll just use this quote here. "The situation always changes after a roll, for good or ill." I like that, and that's good for taking away to other games. Overall, I think Laces and Feelings is a great example of what a one-page RPG can accomplish. It seems to cover all the bases that are needed, giving you enough to get started without feeling like there's a lot unexplained. But I thought maybe the real test of lasers and feelings as a one-page RPG might be giving it a shot. What do you say? You all ready to play this game with me?
What?
Wow.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we're going to do a lightning round of lasers and feelings. There's going to be a time limit on this, and I'm going to work that into the story. So I hope all of you have access to the PDF here. A D6 because we're going to make the rolls quick and fast.
Okay.
Let's go through
Got 'em.
character creation. First thing, we're going to do this quick and fast. Don't spend any extra time thinking on these. Just go off the cuff. And that's how we're going to do this whole thing. So, Bobby
Yes.
and Opti and Oz, choose a style for your character. Alien, android, dangerous, heroic, hotshot, intrepid, or savvy.
Dangerous.
Android.
Hotshot.
All right. Remember that. Write it down or something. Next, choose a role for your character. Doctor, envoy, engineer, explorer, pilot, scientist, or soldier.
Doctor. I'm a dangerous doctor. Alliteration.
All right. Since you're dangerous, I'm going to start the 10-minute timer now, even though we haven't even started playing yet.
Oh my god.
Okay, next.
Envoy. I'm gonna hotshot envoy.
Hotshot envoy. Oz, did you pick one?
No, I didn't. I will go soldier.
Okay. Remember those. Last stat here. Choose your number from 2 to 5. A high number means you're better at lasers, which is the thinking stuff. A low number means you're better at feelings, which is the not thinking stuff.
I'm
So,
gonna
number 2
go
to 5.
Any number from 2 to 5.
Yep, you can pick it.
I'll go 4. I'll go 4.
Definitely going with 5. I definitely want to be better at lasers.
And
Two.
Opti a 2. All right, awesome. Now,
Feelings.
give your character a cool space adventure name like Sparks McGee or something. Don't care so much about that. Well, you can just use your own names. But if you come up with something cool, your gear, you have a consortium uniform with built-in vac suit for spacewalks, a super sweet space phone camera communicator scanner thing with universal translator, and a variable beam phase pistol, usually set to stun. There's a
Not
character
bad.
goal here, but I'm just going to skip that because we're getting into it. We have less than 9 minutes left. I'm going to be the GM. Last thing to do is you need to create the ship. As a group, pick 2 strengths for the Raptor. Fast, nimble, well-armed, powerful shields, superior sensors, cloak and device, or fighters.
Sensors. Superior sensors.
Superior
Cloaking
sensors
device.
and cloaking device. Got it. All right. Now pick one problem. Fuel hog, only one medical pod and the captain's in it, horrible circuit breakers, or grim reputation.
Only one medical pod, clearly.
Okay. And the captain's in it. All right. Awesome. So now I'm going to generate the adventure. Thing I'm going to say is the adventure must be completed in less than 10 minutes, now almost less than 8, or else. So first of all, Zorgon the Conqueror wants to build or synthesize the quantum tunnel, which will rip a hole in reality.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Captain Darcy just got the report, just gave you the briefing. You just dropped out of warp in the system. Zorgon the Conqueror is synthesizing the quantum tunnel within. It's already well underway, and his spaceships his fleet is already there protecting it, defending it from there. It's way too much firepower for you to get through at once. Captain Darcy says, I know just what to do, and then his head explodes.
Oh, and I'm, of course, being the doctor.
Just put him in the medical pod. Yeah, go ahead.
Being the
Roll with
doctor,
it.
of course, it just exploded all over me because I was there complaining about how we only have one medical pod, and if only we could have another one, then all these other people who work for us would, on the ship, the crew, would not be suffering and or dying.
We don't have time for your complaints. The reality is about to be ripped apart.
In just over 7 minutes.
Well, what are we going to do then? Let's do something dangerous.
I'm wondering if maybe we can't use this reality unwinding to our advantage.
Maybe to bring back the captain because we're captainless now.
That's right. Maybe.
We don't have
And maybe
time.
in the reality that comes after.
Well, the medical pod will take care of that, but it's going to take hours to synthesize him a new head. You don't have time for something like that.
But if we could drive straight into the reality wormhole thing, maybe it could happen faster. That sounds dangerous.
You better act fast because the computer's voice speaks over the comm saying, quantum tunnel nearly complete. Hole in a reality created in 6 minutes, 25 seconds.
I think I will be able to reach Zorgon the Conqueror if I can just appeal to his sense of fairness.
And
Quick!
if not, I will shoot him.
Yeah, quick, Android Oz, open a communications to the Zorgon.
All right.
Beep beep boop boop.
Make a roll for that. What was your expertise? Your role?
I'm a soldier.
Soldier? Okay, that's not a thing you have specials. Just roll one
Nope.
die.
Okay.
You
It's a
I
laser's
rolled,
were a
roll.
5.
It's a lasers roll. Then I rolled below my lasers. I'm good.
You got one success.
Below
You
5.
barely
Yep.
manage it. So you succeed. The complication is, okay, the success is that you get Zorgon on the comms. The drawback is you got Zorgon on the comms. His image appears on the screen. Ha ha, Captain Darcy, we meet again. What? Who's this?
You're
I thought
Chuck-
I was answering a hail from Captain Darcy, my nemesis.
You're speaking
Zorgon.
to Dr. Bob, ship's doctor.
I don't know why you're speaking to the ship's doctor. He's just a doctor.
I'm not a...
Let me take over here, doctor. Hey, Zorgon, baby. This is Spark Fly Squawker, and I think you and I can work out some sort of a deal. Do you have a minute?
I have approximately 5 minutes.
That's all we're going to need because, baby, I think that you and me can take a trip down memory lane. Remember that girlfriend that you had in 3rd grade? What was her name?
No, but let's have a long, drawn-out conversation about her. Go ahead and roll your feelings roll. Let's see. That's the thing you're good at. So you roll 2 dice, and it sounds like you're prepared as well. So you get to roll an extra one. So 3 dice, which is the most you ever get to roll. And you
All
want
right.
to roll above your number.
That was plenty. That's a 13.
No, each die.
Sorry. Well, 5 and 5 and 3. They're all good.
Okay, none of them equal. You got 3 successes. You get a critical success.
Wow.
You get some extra effect. So Zorgon says, I like talking with you. Maybe when this is all over and the reality hole has been created, I might be able to use some additional henchmen. It depends on how many people survive. I'm listening. What sort of deal do you have in mind?
Yeah, about that. What sort of new reality are we going to be creating here?
So as you're talking, one of you on looking on sensors happens to notice
Yeah.
that there are 3 incoming blips. Some of the attack ships have broken off from the fleet guarding the quantum tunnel construction, which is nearly complete.
Excellent. Activating cloaking device. We're taking our opportunity to board.
Okay, go ahead and make your lasers roll for that.
Okay. Would you consider me an expert on cloaking?
Sure, I'll be
Android.
nice.
Okay. I got 1 success. No,
One
sorry,
success.
2. This is lasers,
2,
right?
okay. You do it
Yes.
well. Good job. You activate the cloaking device, and Zorgon reacts, huh, what's that? You just disappeared off the screen. What's going on here? What would you like to do, Bobby?
I'm going to see if I can use my scanners, the scanners, to somehow ascertain the if there are any ailments or biological flaws in this alien's life force. I don't know what you call life.
Okay, scanning for life forms and weaknesses and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
yeah.
Go ahead and roll your, I think, you roll 2 dice for this then.
Okay.
Doesn't sound like you're prepared, but you do have, you're an expert in this sort of thing.
I got a 1, 3, and a 6.
Okay, you want to go at under, so you got under on 2 of those?
Yes.
You succeed. Good job. What advantage were you hoping to accomplish with that?
I'm trying to see if I can determine some sort of a flaw that I can talk him into thinking that opening up a quantum tunnel will like if he has a heart problem, maybe I can convince him that that a quantum tunnel is going to exacerbate his heart problem.
Okay, yeah, you actually do a scan and confirm that, oh my gosh, Zorgon is actually secretly a Norgot.
Oh
And
my God.
Norgots are actually incredibly allergic to quantum inconsistencies, and you're fairly certain that a quantum tunnel powerful enough to tear a hole in reality would create all manner of quantum inconsistencies. As a matter of fact, you happen to notice like parts of his skin is bubbling, and he's blowing his nose a lot on the comms. You have like less than a minute and a half to get through to him.
Listen, Zorgon, we activated our cloaking device because that's the only thing that we could do to diminish the quantum effects of the tunnel you're opening on to keep it from amplifying the effects that. Look at your skin. Do you see what's happening? You know that you are. I know your secret, and the thing that you actually are is allergic to quantum things, and you need to cool your jets.
All right. It sounds like you're trying to use feelings. So go ahead and entreaty Zorgon with, I think, 2 dice. 1 die for base, and then plus the 1 die for being prepared. Not the expert die, though, because that's... talking is not the...
No, it's not my expertise.
I'm a doctor, not an envoy. Roll it. You got less than...
I got
you
2
just over
fours.
30
Two
seconds.
fours. 2 fours.
Okay. You succeed. Zorgon says, "What? No! How did you find out? But... No, what? I'm detecting quantum inconsistency. This blasted sneeze! You! Hell! You actually helped me out! This really... thank you!" He cuts the comm, and you see the quantum tunnel begins to shut down, and the resulting emergency collapse from the immediate shutdown of it causes massive explosions, destroying half of Zorgon's fleet. The other half escapes into warp space as he sends the message back saying, "Curse you! I mean, thank you. See you next time I try to destroy it or tear holes in reality. That was really solid of you. I don't know what to think now. Bye."
We should have cocktails.
He did promise me to bring me into his organization.
Well, men, we
yeah,
saved the
there
galaxy
will be
yet again.
Yeah, there will be an email from Zorgon's HR department waiting for Skip the Sky Raider, or whatever you said your name was.
I look forward to being conquered.
All right, so yeah, that was 10 minutes, counting half of the characterization process and the ship. I think that was fun.
So let
was a
it
bit
be
rushed.
Hilarious.
Let it be
Great.
known that this game can be played by 4 people. At least 3 of them never played it before in 10 minutes. So that's amazing.
Yeah, it'd be nice to play it out a little bit longer with a little bit more time and get into some of the more role play aspects and have people just come up with all these other ideas for things. I had fun coming up with something like the idea that the medical pod would print the Captain a new head in a few hours.
Yeah.
Great. That's great. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
The actual adventure I rolled on the table as we were speaking. That's why I paused during those times. I was rolling a die and consulting the table. So, but yeah, altogether, I think this was a lot of fun. I think it's a really great example of a single-page RPG, and I think there might be other ways to approach creating a single-page RPG, but following the some of the basic rundowns here of making a simple but efficient system that does multiple things at once with a single die roll. I think that was really cool. Mm-hmm. Having lots of flavor just built into the presentation, but also having the game being something very specific. So you're not trying to do all sorts of different stuff with it, because all you have is 1 page for the rules, right?
Yes.
I did find a single page RPG that tried to be like the everything RPG, and it was just like columns of text and maybe not as useful, but this I thought worked well.
I liked how we had sort of a singular like trait to think about, because it really helped me focus in terms of role playing. You know, like you had that one word trait, like, and that's who you are.
Yeah. No, I love one-page RPGs. I mean, they're just so quick and simple, and just set them up and go, and you know, it's great. I mean, and we had a couple of other examples of one-pagers here. I know that we played Agents of Hue by Nathan Blades, which was an absolute blast. We played 2 sessions of it because it was so good. So yeah, definitely go check that out as well.
Well, Cliff,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to try out more one-page RPGs and comparing them, see how they play out, and yeah, just having fun, because it's just a real quick, fun, off-the-cuff. Probably better for sillier experiences than more serious ones, but we'll see.
yeah, who knows? Thanks for bringing that to our attention, Cliff. That's awesome.